Okay, good morning everyone. Today is 25th of July 2024. It is around 9 a.m. in the morning. Okay, let's start our analysis together. Okay, first of all, let's start with the news that we have for this rest of the week. Okay, yesterday we have Canadian data release and Canadian rate decision rather. Okay, they were kind of like really cut the rate again. So this is the second time they have been cutting, right? So Canadian is very like ahead of the curve like that. Very funny, right? So this what is happening. Okay, so this on Canadian, and of course the data yesterday there was a US data was kind of contradict a little bit, right? So it was some of them is good, some of them is bad. Okay, so they are like a little bit leaning toward bad, I would say, right? Then for today we have an employment claim. Okay, this is a weekly information, but I think it's good to pay attention as well. And tomorrow we have a PCE data. All right, so this is the remainder of this week. All right, so let's continue with the items that we have. Okay, so this is a general chart that I will look at. Okay, let's take a look on them. Okay, so we are on here. We are on here. So we can see yesterday there was the market really tried hard to go up, but they could not break the British pound cannot break this barrier. So there is some attempt but cannot break. And euro is going lower. And okay, then most importantly, Canadian is going lower as well. So Canadian is still weakening as well. All right, then the Swiss franc is pretty bullish here. All right, then gold is really, we have a reversal. Okay, but gold we still have a little bit of like the controls are a little bit up move. Okay, but we need to see because the current price is very low. So gold is also a little bit weak. Okay, silver is also a little bit weak. Crude oil, we have a bit of reversal. All right, but nothing really much to talk about. So crude oil is, I would say, is neutral. Okay, Bitcoin is also pretty much on the neutral or slightly bearish mode. Okay, we do not see any bullish candle around. I think the major one is the stock market, right? The S&P is really going lower. All right, then we have a very big breakdown. This kind of breakdown is almost, we can say, almost a crash lah. Put it this way. So it's a bit very weak to me. All right, so because of that, Hong Kong is also weak. DAX also weak. All right. Then apart from that, commodity are also not really that bullish either. So I would say it's like maybe potentially US dollars is a little bit doing better in my opinion. All right. So let's start our individual pairs together right now. So let's start with the British pound. These dotted horizontal lines are the pivot data that I'm testing out. Stay in the sort of like checking out stage. Basically, is to show the pivot of the the R1, R2, S1, S2, this kind of stuff, of the daily, weekly kind of stuff. Is the multi-time frame one. I'm still checking it out. Okay, so let's start with the British pound here. British pound, our weekly plan is leaning toward bearishness. So we are thinking of selling overall. So we should be more looking into sell than long actually for this week. Okay, and in terms of retail number, they are minus 71. So they are like a bit extreme on the upside, but they are coming back down in my opinion. So as the market go lower, if let's say the market go lower, I think they will start to reduce their short. I mean, if now it's minus 71, right? So if they go lower, let's say go further lower, then they will become minus 60, then plus 10, this kind of stuff. So they can go until plus 80. So they have a very wide spectrum that they can travel to. All right. So I think British pound is leaning more and more toward bearishness here. All right. Leaning more and more toward bearishness here. Look at the yesterday control. All right. Look at the yesterday control, and this also is in line with our weekly plan. So I think we better stay on the bearish note in my opinion. You can see they having hovering around this 1.292 region for quite a while, and yesterday almost they gave it away already. So we have a bit of more and more bearish case scenario coming up. So I would say slightly bearish will be the better word here. All right. Yesterday is also um it is also our weekly, yesterday is also our selling plan actually. Is our KIV yesterday. All right. So I will be continue to be bearish on this guy. Okay. Slightly bearish rather. All right. So do not buy. I think the better words will be do not buy. Where the market can goes to. All right, market actually they goes to here, which is 1.2877. So this is the first so-called the support, right? The next support is 1.285. So 1.2877 and 1.285. Do not buy at the moment. I think they can easily go to this two number that I just mentioned. Okay. So its British pound is pretty much on the bearish note. As usual, this will gonna be a bit of a thorough analysis. If you want to watch if you want to watch the whole summary, you can skip it into the last 5 to 10 minutes of this video. But of course, it's better to go through together, Yeah. So now Euro is also our weekly plan is pretty much on the bearish note. So we only recommend to more on the sell side, right? So it's really coming true, right? We have a really drop in the Euro. Okay, yesterday what happened was the Euro really dropped further. I mean, during the sort of like the Euro and the Asia session, it was really dropping because I was monitoring all this while. And we have a bit of reversal during the US session. So there was a bit of a pin bar, kind of like now there's some pulling right back coming in really. But the problem is they did not have enough strength to go all the way back up. Okay. So I would suggest what will happen to Euro. Euro is that I think they were likely to go lower in my opinion. All right. So it's a similar thing. Euro have a downward prompt to the downward move rather than the upward move. So if you want to long, definitely not today. All right. I think you will definitely need at least price session to support you on that. So I think I will stay on the bearish side, stay guys. So is this guy also bearish? Do not buy. Okay, do not buy. We have to live with that. Okay. So what is the support and resistance? Of course, the resistance is this is where yesterday the price session go here, and they were they wasn't able to go back up from there. So as long as 1.086 is not really broken strongly, I think market is pretty much stay trending on the downside in my opinion. Okay. So it's like 1.086 is a resistance. Okay. How about the support? Support, you see the market come here, then they kind of reverse a little bit. So I will say this region will be acting as a support for a time being 1.082. So it's a good support level. Okay, anyway, from the momentum that we are seeing right now, we are still pretty on the downtrend. Okay, so it's slightly bearish will be the better words as well. So only look for a sell, gentlemen. Okay, Aussie. Aussie and New Zealand have been really on the downward move. Or okay, then you can see their retail numbers are getting more and more extreme. But I think they kind of like just don't care at this moment. All right, so they really go a lot lower. You can see that currently they're even going lower than this. So I think the market will definitely was try to go lower for a time being. So in this case, do not buy at this moment. If you really want to buy, you really need something or something dramatic to happen. For example, like this kind of like very strong to the downside, then they recover on the day, this kind of stuff. All right. So this is not happening at all right now. And look at the way that it's really moving down. So I would say it's pretty bearish at the moment. Okay. There's a bit of caution and a bit of worry that you need to have. Of course, selling now is also a bit of risk now, but stay sell is still a better bet because we need to gauge, you see, is we are all dealing with all the probability, right? So which one is more than selling is more seems to have more percentage than more probability than the buying, right? Nothing is 100% here. So I would say it likely to go lower further in my opinion. All right. It's really a very It's really a very strong and strong down move. I think the market will likely to go lower further, in my opinion. So risky though. I repeat, risky though, but just need to be too early to call out any bullishness here. Okay, look at the control of yesterday. It's in the middle, not really in the below or whatever. So I think we are still pretty strong on the downside. Okay, so it's still bearish, gentlemen. Okay, and retail number is 89%. So that was a one of the that was one of the warning sign as well. But we haven't seen anything to be bullish at the moment. Okay, so if you really want to buy, you wait. All right, you want to sell, you can try so. Okay, just be careful as well. All right, the next thing is New Zealand. In trading, we will be likely to be fooled by randomness. Okay, because trading market is random most of the time. Okay, market is random most of the time, and we as a creature, right? We like to have a surety. I mean, we like to have a sure thing. All right. Okay. Um, let's say I want to take train. Let's say in Singapore, like, I want to take a green line, right? Green one line will definitely will go to east to west, correct? Right? They never go to north to south, right? So this kind of things that detect in our life, right? Because we have a sure thing in our life, right? Because we cannot have so much uncertainty in our life, right? But when all of us going into trading, we don't understand the nature of it, and we try to we try to size it up with our way of living. All right, what do I mean is that we having too used to live used to the sure thing, because the sure thing is needed, right, for our human survival, right? For example, you cannot have a tiger in our Singapore, right? you know if we have a tiger in Singapore, I mean, right now, tiger roaming around in Singapore cannot, right? Nobody will really dare to go out to walk, right? So, this kind of thing that, this kind of rules and sure things is like helping us survive better. But in trading, it's another way wrong, all right? So when we come to the trading, right, the market, we end up bring our old habit of asking for a sure thing in the market. Okay, so trading is totally another way wrong. We cannot bring the sure thing in the market. We have to take it as it is. I mean, it's almost every time it's very random, but only once in a while then the market will go as per the underlying. Okay, as per the underlying. So what we need to do is we need to treat as random as it is, but we need to, because there is something that can control, right? Our position. So we have to, but the only thing that sure thing we can do is our position. Okay, we buy where's our TP, where's our stop loss? This is a sure thing that we cannot be sure thing on the market movement, right? It's because I buy now doesn't mean the market have to go up now. It's because I sell now doesn't mean the market have to go down now. You got what I mean? We have no control over the market. Okay, so we cannot gauge with the sure thing kind of mentality on the market. Okay, so now on this guy as well. So same thing as well. You can see New Zealand, right? New Zealand, we have been kind of bearish for quite a while. If you follow my video for the past 2 weeks and stuff, New Zealand is really give us, you see New Zealand really come here, right? Then we have a very strong price action, trick everything that, market is going to go up. You see the next day really slam back down. So by accepting the nature of the randomness, okay, go up doesn't mean that it will go up forever. It can go down also. But the assured thing is that we think that we having bearish on the New Zealand, right? We should have been waiting to sell then long on the New Zealand. If we have this kind of strong mind or strong plan in place, we should have been really managed to catch all this movement actually. All right. So to me, I'm still learning from learn from trading or learn from the market every day. As I grow more and more, I would say learn more and more about the market. It's not really so much about your trading plan. It's really much about your trading plan and sticking to it. Okay, because market will make sure to make you dog your own trading plan. You got what I mean? You see? We have been bearish on New Zealand quite a while, you should really remember, right? but we kind of missed this move. Okay, well, uh, this is trading for us, so we need to really careful next time. Okay, so now New Zealand, right? New Zealand, what is happening to New Zealand right now? New Zealand is our weekly plan is very bearish. You see, our weekly plan is very bearish, and we are really recommending for to sell. All right. Then our currently our weekly um retail number is plus 84. But same thing, the market is stay pretty super duper bearish. So definitely not today. You should be longing at all. All right. So it's more of a stay continuation selling in my opinion. So I will be recommending this guy on the sell side. Okay. Okay. And one of the things we are hesitant. Okay. One of the main factors that we are hesitant to, one of the main factors that we are hesitant to do anything like now is because, what we call it, we scared to lose. Because trading, we have to, whenever we take a trade, we take as if like that trade is, might be the lost trade already. You got what I mean? Okay, so we need to be very careful. All right. So okay, so market is going lower. All right. So I think it will goes to 0.889 or something like that. Okay, so it's bearish. So this will be my first recommended pair for today. Okay. All right. So another one is this guy. All right. Gold. Gold is really give me a really headache now. Our weekly plan is bearish, but look at the 2 days ago candle here. You see the price action is kind of looking nice, right? But actually yesterday, what happened again? They have a very strong reversal. So what happened? This level has become a really good resistance now. Okay, so should you long go or not? Definitely not now. All right, definitely not now. I think the market is showing something like what we are seeing here. All right, this is a potentiality. So in terms of gauging, which one is better? Of course, currently we are back to the main trend again. I think the market is going back lower. So I think what will likely to happen, I think they were likely to go this kind of region. All right, go this kind of region. So we need to be a bit careful. Sometimes we really need to, stand our what we call it drawdown. All right, stand our drawdown. So it's a slightly bearish is still the right words in my opinion. I think the market will likely to go back to this region. Okay, so 2.383. All right, so I think this level will likely to go down. Okay, I have one gentleman. All right, one gentleman who we talk quite often. Okay, he have a short, but because of the yesterday movement, all right, I mean we end up going on the long side. All right, because it's my fault as well. I was suggesting, hey, maybe market can go up higher, but I told him that it will go to 2430 to 2445 region. So actually it's to go to 2430. But anyway, so currently, I guess he have both long and short in my opinion. So what will I suggest is that you can like move your stop loss closer to the current price level. If let's say it's go lower, it will take out your long to the stop loss, but the short will survive, right? This time, hold your short really. Okay, you have your short position, and the time you only by then you will only have one short. You have a short position and you have a stop loss properly placed, right? Leave it as it is. Okay, unless we have a very strong another indication coming in. Most of the time, I think leave it as it is. Okay, because I think this is what the market does. It will make you panic, and it will do all kind of like it will make you do all kind of like the action, then end up later will regret about it. Okay, so please be careful. I think we have a bit of yesterday we have a very very strong reversal. We have, you see, price action come here, go all the way up, then they go down. So it is kind of like a bearish looking candle. All right, just be careful. So like I suggest, if you have a long position, right, you can put your stop loss a little bit quite near, but don't go and stop out now. You see how today survive or not first. Okay, so currently slightly bearish. Look at the yesterday candle on here. They are kind of like only a bit bearish, only not a strong one here in terms of this guy. So slightly bearish will be the better watch here. Okay. But I won't be recommending taking new trade on this guy. All right, silver. Silver also pretty much on the downside. All right. The controls are really here. Then currently the price is below the control is unless the price can really overtake this 29.5 level, we should be stay pretty much on the downside for the time being, in my opinion. So it's slightly bearish on both of them. So the gold also slightly bearish, and the silver also slightly bearish. Okay, gold and silver, one, the market were likely to really go back up higher, I think, after when they cut the rate. Okay, so let's say they cut the rate by 1st of August. That means after 1st of August, I think gold and silver will go back up higher. Or if they cut the rate by only by September, I think September will be the good period, in my opinion. All right, as of right now, we don't really have so much fundamental behind it at the moment. Okay, all right. So let's move on, gentlemen, on US dollar Canadian. Okay, US dollar Canadian, we have a very big run up yesterday. All right, we have a very big run up. Okay, we have a very big run up. I was thinking that this level will have a good swing level. They try to swing, but they are stay fighting all over. So let's see how it's go. Currently, we have a very strong bullish candle. So adding new short is really out of the question. I hope that market will start to run over, swing over here. This level is supposed to be a good support. All right, so we need one more days to confirm to the downside if you want to short again. So currently it's slightly bullish, gentlemen. Don't add short. We need one more candle to verify first or confirm first. Okay, so it stay bullish, gentlemen. Okay, another one is US dollar C Asia. So far, we have one recommendation now, which is New Zealand to the New Zealand to the short side. Sorry, New Zealand to the short side. Let's take a look on the Swiss franc. Okay, Swiss franc is going higher, causing US dollar Swiss franc to go lower. Then they have a bit of here they have a bit of this kind of resisting going on. That means this kind of supporting going on here. Okay, so we need to watch closely. If let's say the market really break lower, then we have a bigger issue really. I mean, the market will keep on going lower. So currently I'm slightly bearish on US dollar Swiss franc. Okay, don't add any long at this moment. Okay, so it's slightly bearish as well. Don't add any long. In terms of retail number, they are plus 63 only. So that means market can, if they want to go down lower, they can go down further first. So it's bearish as well. I would say it's slightly bearish because the controls are on the top. If the price really stay above, then we have more bullishness here, mean more bearishness here. Okay, so slightly bearish as well. Okay, let's move on to the US dollar JPY. Similar thing, US dollar JPY, we have been bearish on this fella as well. So they have been really nicely going up. Okay, just be careful. You see the control, they are kind of like being stuck here. So stay bullish, but just need to be careful on Japanese yen. That means stay bearish on US dollar JPY. Just be careful as well. So I'll be slightly bearish. Do not long US dollar JPY at all. Okay, so today is also bearish. Yesterday is also our recommended pair. So today is also bearish. Let's take a look on the British pound JPY. Okay, so they are really going a lot lower. So it's pretty much on the bearish note, gentlemen. So I think the market will likely to drop a lot further. So as long as it is JPY pair, for the time being, better stay on the short side. Okay. All right. Another one is Dow Jones. Okay, we have been kind of like saying that it will go down lower, right? So, yep, yesterday our plan is also on the downside. I think it will continue to do so. All right, I think we're likely to at least go further into this region. Yesterday, I remember I mentioned that it will go down to 40K, so it's already 40K lower already, right? So I think market will really go lower further in my opinion. So I think like 39.75, all right? So it's also bearish, gentlemen. Don't long at all. Okay. And especially Especially, I am bearish on Nasdaq actually. Okay, and Nasdaq, I'm pretty bearish on Nasdaq. I think our market composition, we are bearish on Nasdaq. You know why? So I think market will likely to go back to this kind of region, in my opinion. It's around like a 1900 level or even 18700 level. So Nasdaq is really right for the very good sell setup. Okay, so it's don't buy at all. I think this market is going to go a lot lower, gentlemen. Okay, market is going to go a lot lower. So Nasdaq is my recommended bet for today as well. All right, so it's people call it US Tech 100 or something like that. All right, so it's on the bear side also, gentlemen. So we have Nasdaq. I will be recommend you sell as well. Okay, Hong Kong. Hong Kong is managed to break lower. So Hong Kong, I think they were likely to go down here, in my opinion. So don't buy anything yet. Hong Kong, we don't see any strong condition on the liquidity as well. So I think market will likely to go lower. All right, market will likely to go lower. Okay, then another one. German index. Okay, German index, we have a bearish looking candle. All right, you can see this is like a market come here. A lot of control coming, a lot of seller coming into rush in here. You see the control is here. You see the next day is really going down. So I think likely to be the continuation one. So it's also DEX also bearish, gentlemen. So just put it this way, all the index are really, all the stock index are really bearish. Okay, I mean, may not be all the stocks, right? Because this is the index, right? May not be all the stock, but in general, they are quite bearish. Okay, so I will be very bearish on Nasdaq. I think they have a lot of fats for this to trim. Okay. Okay, WTI. Our weekly plan is slightly bearish, so we are just waiting. Since our weekly plan is slightly bearish, I will take this away. All right, so just wait it out. All right, so you see, yesterday they are doing pretty much nothing. They are doing pretty much nothing. All right, you can see they are doing pretty much nothing. So I think the market will likely to drop lower, in my opinion. So don't buy at the moment. Okay, so just leave it as it is. I would say it's neutral, to be fair. And all this, I think wheat, corn, all those things, I will skip this week. All right, so not really exciting here. I will skip on this guy on this week. All right, not wheat, last swila, all these fellas, I will skip for now. Okay, I will just skip for now. So from our market composition, they are not really exciting here. All right. So another one is Bitcoin, gentlemen. Oh, Bitcoin is really, we have a sell as well. You see the day before they have yesterday price actually is really showing the first sign of weakness. You see the market go up all the way up, then they really just come down all the way down. So I think Bitcoin can pull back down a little bit. The price actions, because of the other movement, I think we need to wait for if you want to buy, you need to wait out really. All right. So I think market will likely to go down further a little bit more. So it's Bitcoin is slightly bearish. I'm never really that bearish on Bitcoin. Our weekly plan is neutral. So I will just look into slightly bearish only. Okay, so just leave it as it is. Another one is Nesgas. Okay, Nesgas also quite similar, just like all the things, right? Or all the commodity. They are just not really that strong at all. So just leave it as it is. I will be neutral. All right. So it's pretty nothing really much to talk about. So let's have a quick recap, gentlemen. What is the current movement? Okay, current movement is we are having a risk off condition. Okay, Dow Jones, I would say until okay, Dow Jones. Okay, back to Dow Jones a bit. Dow Jones, there's the liquidity, right? Okay, let me show the liquidity stuff. Okay, you see the liquidity, they are really growing, like how to say, they are not picking up. All right, you can see the liquidities are like, compare, like you can see the divergence, this kind of stuff. So, I think unless the liquidity really pick back up, because liquidity to pick back up is that all they need to do is some announcement and some project or some plans only. So it can be made one. All right. So until this liquidity coming back in, we can say the market will pull back lower to pull back lower to what we call it to back to the nominal level. Market can be overbought and oversold time to time, right? So consider this is overbought at the moment. So now it's back to equilibrium level. Sorry, the right word should be equilibrium level. So since the liquidities are not supporting it, I think that it's time for market to pull back. So until we see this liquidity spike up again, then I think we will have bearish case scenario. So long term or short term, this one we need, I would say, based on the liquidity level, bro. Okay. All right. So let the market pull over first. Okay. All right. So back to the summary. Back to the summary is let me see. Is we have a risk off condition. We have a risk off condition, and we have a risk off condition. I have few recommendation. Okay. One of the reason I try to force myself to do daily analysis, because it take me around like 1.5 hours or at least half an hour every day minimum, is to force myself to do analysis and try to be as disciplined as possible. Okay, the real recommendation that I have today, even though we go through quite a lot of them, is number one is New Zealand on the short side. Okay, I cannot guarantee that it will really work, right? But from what we are being observing, among the rest, New Zealand have a better chance of winning. Okay, New Zealand short. And second one is US dollar JPY short. Okay, so doesn't have to be US dollar JPY. It can be like British pound JPY or even New Zealand JPY as well. You got what I mean? So we got two recommendation, and I got one more recommendation, is a NASDAQ on the sell side. Okay, so I think NASDAQ is really going to go lower as well. I think things are really catching up, in my opinion. I think due to the US, the politic as well. Now it's this presidential stuff is a very messy right now. All right, very messy. Shooting, change of change of what we call it, president. Hey, all of a sudden Biden is gone. Can you see 2 weeks ago Biden say he's going nowhere, right? Think about it. Think about the magnitude of changes. You see, I can tell you everything is pre-planned. Okay, there's something that already pre-planned that we don't know. Okay, but anyway, so I think because of I will call it political crisis lah. Political crisis in US. I think that's the reason why the market is coming back down. So they are just like waiting for something to burst only. So because of due to this, now the bubble has already burst. Okay. So, to conclude, New Zealand short, JPY pair short, number 2, and number 3 is NASDAQ on the sell side. So we just focus on this 3. Market up or down, we don't care. We just focus again on tomorrow morning. Okay, you got what I mean? Because if we up and down in intraday, we go and add anyhow. End of the day, we make a wrong move already, because we take action based on our impulse. I think this is not a right way to trade. Okay, so it's also to remind myself, I only got three items today only. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, hang on for a while, guys. Thank you.